Here we are back in West Edmonton Mall. Rory McGoran joined alongside Theo Tutkaluk for game number 6 on the schedule today. Team Pennsylvania taking on the Connecticut Junior Rangers. One team undefeated, looking to keep it that way in CJR, the Connecticut Junior Rangers. The other team looking to get into the win column in Team PA. Pennsylvania with 1 point, currently 7th in the Styles division. Team Connecticut Junior Rangers 8 points. One of their wins coming in overtime. They're 3rd in the Styles division.
They certainly have been rolling, have been the Junior Rangers. They've had great success offensively, and their defensive game is equally matched. And like you said, just unable to get that 3rd win in regulation with only 8 points.
Well, the big thing about Connecticut Junior Rangers, they've played 3 games. They've only allowed 3 goals.
Yeah, defense has been fantastic. I mean, like if you want to talk about suffocating defense, their their forwards come back and they back check so well, and they clear the puck away from their netminder equally to make second chances non-existent.
And their offense generated largely due to that top line, very tough to control, of Bremen, Whalen, and Graves.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a guy that's got great skill, great puck sense in Jack Bremen. He's great on the assist as well as using his speed to the outside. And he's got an amazing wrist shot, finding the top of the net. And
on for the Pennsylvania side, you got to keep your eye on Gabriel Smart. And another great talent on Pennsylvania wearing number 12. You'll hear and see a lot of them. He might get double shifted, Braden Pearsall.
Yeah, Braden Pearsall has been the workhorse for PA. I mean, not only this week, but last week as well, playing up a year. But Braden Pearsall has been that guy that's been something that the PA has been relying on and leaning on throughout this entire week.
Down to ice level now is get things sorted out with your goaltenders that could be in net tonight. Not 100% sure who's starting as of now, but for Pennsylvania, Jake Amaker coming in with a .818 save percentage and .349 goals against average. Has stopped 26 of 32 shots faced throughout the tournament. And James Catan, he has stopped 24 of 29, an .830 save percentage and a .390 goals against average. For the Connecticut Junior Rangers, Nathan Zakowicz is 1-0. He stopped 13 of 14 in that lone game for a save percentage of .930. And Luke Thompson is 2-0, has stopped 25 of 27.
Yeah, you look at the presence of both netminders. Jake Amaker, we've seen a couple of times already. Just doing great job, great work as best he can. Controlling of the rebounds is going to be the pivotal key point here for PA, as we see a lot of the Junior Rangers. They move towards the net and they look for those rebounds and those second chance points very well.
Coming up later on the docket here of day 3 of the Brick Invitational West Regional. Of course, going right through to Sunday with the championship final scheduled on Sunday. We'll have the Detroit Junior Red Wings at 5:30 against the Toronto Bulldogs. Big game there for the Bulldogs to stay pace, and Detroit trying to join the pace that is the Wigston division. And then Boston Junior Bruins, they'll take on BC Junior Canucks at 7:10. This game here is brought to you by the Brick Warehouse, right here at the Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament.
An all-American matchup here this afternoon as we look at the PA area, which represents both the Flyer and Pittsburgh emblems on their shoulders, and the classic Rangers jerseys from Connecticut.
So we'll head down to ice level now and get ready for a word of reconciliation in tonight's national anthem. It's PA down to our broadcast left. It's the New York Rangers down to our broadcast right. And we'll take it down to Chief Willie Littlechild and tonight's message. Teams will exchange gifts as we get ready for game number 6 here. Connecticut taking on Pennsylvania.
The traditional exchange of pins or pennants from each team happening as we speak. We have a little bit of paraphernalia left on the ice. Probably the insert of one of the hats has fallen, but nonetheless, I'm sure they'll find the cardboard.
That's exactly what that is, yep. Sitting there at center, yes, the referees will find it as we get now a look. Yeah, your starting netminders coming up. Pennsylvania looking for their first win of the tournament. They're 0-2-1. They lost one game in overtime, so they sit 7th in the Styles division. And Connecticut 3-0, one of their wins coming in overtime. So they sit 3rd in the Styles division with 8 points. And in net for Pennsylvania, looks like it'll be James Caton. Getting the start, as we mentioned, .830 save percentage and .390 goals against average.
Yeah, the PA group is definitely going to have a big job ahead of them by keeping their rebounds and moving them aside so that they're not sitting inside the blue paint. And that is going to be a key for them if they have a good chance of winning this game this afternoon.
So New York gathering in front of their bench.
Connecticut, you mean?
Yep.
Yep, that's it, yep. The Junior Rangers, which represents not only Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, that whole eastern seaboard. I don't think there's anybody from Vermont, but quite a number of states there.
In net for the Connecticut Junior Rangers is going to be Nathan Zakowicz. A 1-0 record for Zakowicz, stopped 13 of 14 in that game, .930 save percentage. As teams will come to center ice, they remove that hat insert. Pearsall and Whalen. Top line starting for both. Puck is dropped and we're underway here. 3 periods of play. Connecticut and Pennsylvania in game 6 of the Brick Invitational. Brayman going to bring it right back in, going wide, stopping up. Brayman up top now. Defense walking in. That's Talapia. Shot coming off. Whalen going to cycle now with Graves. Graves gets out muscled, finding the puck again. Whalen couldn't handle it as it bounced over his stick and back out for Pennsylvania.
This lineup for the Junior Rangers certainly has found some chemistry in the last 3 days. We saw Whalen open up. Graves and Brayman both equal to the test. I believe both of them are have similar numbers when it comes to goals and assists.
Luke Whalen with 2 goals and 1 assist heading into this game, 3 points. Jack Brayman, 3 goals, 3 assists with 6 points. Ryan Graves, 2 goals, 4 assists with 6 points. So that line combining for a lot of the offense. 7 actually speak of Connecticut's 9 goals throughout the tournament. Battling now on the far side is Gabriel Smart. Really worked down, trying to get it back to Smart. Doing so, Smart shoots. This one blocked. Rebound. Chance there for Reeling, and he just put that past the far side post. Pennsylvania with the best opportunity in the opening minute.
Yeah, Smart getting that puck over to Riesling. Great job. Just couldn't find the back of the net.
Battling now is Gunnar Reeling. Reeling in towards the corner wall. Back behind for Smart. Reeling going to take a shot. This one stopped. 2 opportunities for Reeling.
No, Smart and Reeling doing a great job keeping that puck down low and working below the goal line and then escaping to the front of the net and getting this time the second of 2 shots on net against Zakowicz, giving him a first test of the afternoon.
Connecticut moves it back out to center. Now back towards the defense. That is Matthew Selnick. Now across Seidenberg. Nielsen wide. Bernhardt's going to ride him up along the wall. Pearsall trying to jam it in a little deeper. Hackett, the other forward on the ice for Pennsylvania. This one carried out by Selnick. Touch pass. Robertson going to find his man. Trying to go in and around is Jaden Wyden. Selnick back to cover. D to D. Now across the turnover. Pearsall shoots. Stopped by Zakowicz. Big save. Not the guy you want to cough the puck up to in the slot.
Going D to D is a great idea, but Pearsall's, like you said, not the greatest person to leave the puck to. Great shot and an equal save by Zakowicz.
Here comes Pearsall again. Off the boards, and he'll head off for a line change. As this one, though, is going to be icing, so a face-off in front of James Caton, the goaltender for Pennsylvania.
You can see it as Pearsall was dumping that puck, and I almost looked into his eyes. He had that intensity. He knows that there's a lot riding on this game. You got to get PA in the win column here, and you have to do it with getting good shots. And so far, we've seen both Smart and Reeling working very well as that tandem, for PA, providing our two good quality opportunities for the team.
He's now back at the line is King. King will play it back down around the wall. Got taken down by a player in Sullivan, but will keep the play moving. Back into the corner. Fished out Sullivan all the way across. It'll hop over the stick there of Levin. Found by Jarl. Sliding it down. Intercepted now. Morgan, the defenseman number 6, now with the puck. Goes D to D. Wang going to play a bank pass up. Try and hit Sullivan. A little bit off the mark, and Brayman will pick it back up for Connecticut. Back to the defense in King. Not many opportunities in the opening 3 minutes here. Just one shot on net. It's Pennsylvania's. This one trickles by the net of James Caton. Inside the corner wall, found by Morgan. Morgan now will lift it out to the blue line, and it does just get past the outreach stick of Fitzgerald Brown. Sending that one in around the net of Caton. Scooped up back behind the net. Near side now. Working it far across the slot. It hit a body of Kochetov. Liam Bell couldn't clear, or pardon me, held the zone. Bell sends it out. Hops over the stick of Pearsall right back out onto the ice. Pearsall. Sorry, almost yanked your headset right off your head there with my foot. Goes into the corner. Working is Burkheiser. Trying to get it free. It's moved along the wall. We played 4 minutes here in the first period. Scoreless between Pennsylvania and Connecticut. Into the corner, Fitzgerald Brown. Catches an edge and falls. Reeling, trying to get it out in front. Looking for Pearsall or Burkheiser. Interested to see if Pearsall will be riding along two of the lines here. Right now he's with Burkheiser and Reeling. Before he was with Levin, so he might be doing double duties here in this game, trying to get Pennsylvania a win. Out comes Reeling. Gets squeezed out along the boards by Robertson. Back for Hargadon. Hargadon knocks it in for Connecticut. Icing waved off. First one on it. Poked around the boards was from Julius. Defenseman, number 18 on Pennsylvania. Now Ogorelkov for Connecticut. He'll send this one in. Got dumped down by Smart. No call on the play. Still 5-on-5. 7:15 left in the first. Stretch pass. Going to try to hit Hackett. And this one coming off. So you got Nielsen, Hackett, and Smart now, the three forwards out for Pennsylvania. Wide is Hackett shooting. This one into the glove, and a big save there by Zakowicz. First shot, second shot of the game for Pennsylvania.
Yeah, great job by Hackett. He's got the other set of wheels that's going to match Pearsall. So when Pearsall's off the ice, we're probably going to see a heavy dose of Hackett. And Hackett uses that speed and that left-handed shot. And Zakowicz was able to pin that against the blocker with the glove to keep it a 0-0 game.
Face-off one back by Pennsylvania. Sent around the wall by Loya. Loya's got an assist in this tournament. And the play around the near side boards. Clark gonna pinch in. Clark slams it back down low. That was Liam Clark, pardon me. Gotta get the first name with them as they got two, Liam and Gavin. Back out for Connecticut. Brayman works it down right. Brayman now right to the front of the net. Takes a shot. Now throws it back out in front. Unsure where it was James Caton, but that's the creativity of Jack Brayman on display first time in this game. Brayman now dragging it. Fires, looking across the grain. A little bit too much and missed that top corner. Graves and Whalen also out there on the forecheck. Whalen going to head off for a line change. Pennsylvania going to try to clear. This one sent back out to center. Brayman backhands it up to Graves. Graves will tap it in. He'll head off for a line change. Back D to D, up for Pennsylvania. Pearsall now in. Poke check by King, trying to get it back. Pearsall will sweep it into the attacking zone. Now he's back out there with Levin and Sullivan. Levin will win the battle down low. Joining them is Pearsall. Sullivan was in front of the net. Play comes up to the top. Wang at the blue line. Good job to hold. One of the junior Rangers blue attire, and now it'll be sent back up to the point. Wang takes a ride. This one to the net off a hand of Kochetov and prevented that from going on to the net of Zakowicz. Wang drives it back in again. Icing going to be waved off as tapped off the stick of King. 5:28 left in the first period. Still scoreless here between Connecticut and Pennsylvania.
Not too many shots recorded here in the first 7 minutes. Only 2-1 in favor of Team Pennsylvania, getting the first couple of chances. But great job keeping the puck wide for both defense groups. Defensive game showing here in the first.
Kochetov trying to ride it back outside. In the defensive zone, it will end up outside. Pearsall finds it, sends it in, and Pennsylvania hustling for a line change.
And you did see there Pearsall playing with Levin and Sullivan there, so he is playing on two different lines. see if that continues throughout this game.
Morgan all the way up. Here goes Reeling. He'll send it in. Couple opportunities for Reeling as well. Smart, Reeling, and Burkheiser back out onto the ice. Turned around, trying to fight this one out of the zone. Nice little play there by Connecticut to get it out. I believe that was Whalen. Now near side for King. Pardon me, Wyden. Jaden Wyden in with a tip and closing in on that one. Was it Ogorelkov? Or Alexander Bernhard it was on the deflection near far side. Almost put that in under the glove of James Catan. Now play resumes as Wyden knocks it back deep, Reeling to the line. Fitzgerald Brown will fire. This one hard off the corner boards, bounces up towards the wall. Burkheiser trying to tie up with Bernhardt. Now Wyden, the recipient, and slipped under his stick in the slot. As New York looking for their second shot here of the game. Fitzgerald Brown, another good held at the line. Throws it into the corner. Graves going to skinny along the wall. Still with it, Graves. He'll look up top for Fitzgerald Brown. Walking the line, dusting it off. Across far side, D-to-D. Snapping it to Selnick. That one off the back wall, missed again. And Smart will lead it up ice to Reeling. Reeling in across center, slides it in. Back behind the net goes the Koech. He'll stop it. 3:30 left here in the first period.
Yeah, Reeling catching the defenseman there. The Rangers going off for a change, so he does the same, dumping it down deep.
Bremen, far side to Graves. Top line back out for Connecticut. Down low for Bremen. He'll scoop it up. Twist back up to Graves. Bremen trying to lead it up ice. Shoveled down by Whalen. Bremen now has Pearsall on him, in for Graves and broken up. A nice defensive play there. That was courtesy of Nielsen as the puck bounces back and into the zone, or into the player bench of Pennsylvania.
We have seen this top line of Connecticut create a lot of good things in the offensive zone, but equal to the test is the PA defensive group. And what they're doing is they're trying to suffocate and not give as much skating room for those forwards of the Rangers. And they're really attacking them, putting 1-2 players on them. Pearsall being the latest, taking out the space of Bremen there, causing that loose puck to go into the home bench.
As referees trying to get the attention, here comes Graves, shoots, scores! And Graves is going to open up the scoring. What a shot! As now Connecticut probably happy the referee didn't notice there was something on the ice. It was in the high slot. You can see Zakovic. That's why he's way out to center ice trying to give something that fell from the crowd onto the ice surface. Connecticut fans are yelling at the referee to wait and pick it up in front of their goaltender. And they dropped the puck. It went right to Graves. He fired it in the net, and now everyone's happy.
On the Rangers side of things,
oh,
yes.
Sure, yeah.
The PA probably would have wanted to say, oh, let's pause this for a couple seconds. But nonetheless, Graves getting the puck on the inside of the circles, but then sliding away and finding it right above the glove of the netminder and making it a 1-0 game for the Connecticut Junior Rangers.
I was wondering what all the commotion was going down to the right when nothing was really happening. Another shot trying to bank that one in was Hargadon.
It was a great tie-up by Levin there, tying up the stick of Hargadon so he couldn't get that loose puck, and they have to continue to do that.
So it will be the goal from Graves. That is his third goal and 7th point here in the tournament. We got the in-house announcement. Jack Bremen picking up the assist. And Christian Talapia picking up the secondary assist.
He's usually been number 4 on that group, helping out, getting the helpers from the point. So it's great to hear his name again early on.
Third assist for Christian Talapia. Jack Bremen goes to point number 7 with the assist. And so does Ryan Graves with the goal, third goal of the tournament for Graves, and 1-0 for Connecticut. Now it's the 8th out of 10 goals scored of the tournament for that top line.
We don't normally see that from these teams that have got 8-9 points already. Usually it's a balanced attack, but whatever's working, keep working.
That top line, yeah, tough to shut them down. Is Bremen going to be looking for more? Jack Bremen winding through. Lost it to Burkheiser. Hops over the blue line. Burkheiser will bat it back out to center. This one will roll deep in towards the corner wall, and back for it goes Morgan. 2 shots apiece on net here in game number 6 at the Brick Invitational Day 3. Nice moves by Morgan, still with it now right through Main Street. Morgan then overrolls it, and we'll find it back, send it in, head off for a line change, but end to center ice rush, able to get that puck all the way down afterwards.
Yeah, Morgan seeing they had the open ice there. Instead of making the pass to someone that was already covered, he elects to go down Main Street and makes a great job getting the puck in deep.
Last minute of play here, the first period. Nielsen in the corner, trying to give and go with Smart. Couple Connecticut jerseys got bunched up there to broke up the play. Now behind the net, twisting and turning. Jarl up top. We'll roll it back out. That's Robertson. Wayne Robertson. Lost it to Hackett, but offside going to be called here, and we're going to stop it to play. 33 seconds as you had a look at Wayne Robertson. A couple points in this tournament already, 2 assists to be exact.
Yeah, Hackett there just saw Smart ahead of him, just wasn't able to get to the puck to him, and made a couple extra moves at the blue line to call the offside.
Bouncing face-off, one back by Pennsylvania. Nielsen cross to the defense, now D to D. Up for Liam Clark. He'll send this one in. 20 seconds left in the period. Whipped right back out to center. Clark now steps into one. It's right on net. The bouncing one's the Koich covers it. And he's going to hold on to it with 14 seconds left. We'll get an offensive zone draw coming for Pennsylvania.
Certainly not a bad play when you bounce that puck a couple times. The ice has been fairly good. It's actually been excellent. We haven't had any issue with the ice whatsoever this week. And, you know, it's been very smooth. But you never know. That might just catch a couple of wrong bounces. We've seen it in the pros. We haven't seen it yet here, but you never know. Throw it on net, good things happen.
Sullivan, Pearsall, and Levin back out on the ice for Pennsylvania. It's Wang and Morgan here for on the point. Pearsall will take the draw. It's won by Bell. Kochetov trying to stretch it out the zone. Jarl now on it. Knocks it along the wall. Scooped up by Bell. He'll throw it to an open wing, and that should do it for the final seconds here in the first period. And it is Pennsylvania trailing Connecticut 1-0.
1-0 is the score. 3-2 in the shot department in favor of PA. Good job by both teams here defensively. Not giving up a lot of shots, but at the same time, we did see that one opportunity for Graves, creating the space in the top part of the high slot in that circle area, and then finding an open space above the glove of Catan to make it 1-0 for the Junior Rangers.
Team will switch side. You had not a ton of action, as you were mentioning earlier, on front of the goaltenders. Stopping two of three. Or New York has one shot at goal. Sorry, so stopping 1 of 2 on that side is James Catan, and 3 of 3 on the other side is Zakoich. Zakoich now faced 17 shots combined throughout the tournament.
And you may say at home, you're looking at the shot total, it's only a 3-2 in a period, but a lot of these chances that these kids create are golden. And it's that one shot that all it takes. And you think of them as quality chances as opposed to shots on goal. Certainly you want to see goaltenders face some rubber, but not a lot of rubber. And you want your teams to fire we're seeing on average between about 14 to 20 shots a game, would you say, Rory?
Yeah, it's 14 to 22-ish, yeah.
And, you know, that's not a bad total when you consider how many of those shots are actual quality chances. They're not just, you know, simple shots on net. It's a shot plus, you know, a really good save, and then a rebound chance right afterwards.
Well, there's a lot of shot attempts, and a lot of these shots are getting blocked in front. Of course, the ones from the point, 10-year-old kids, a lot of them haven't developed the strength to get it through a lot of bodies. So if they don't have a hard shot coming from that line, a generous amount of them are being blocked in front of the net. But shot attempts, I think, would mirror what you're used to seeing, 15-ish a period.
Absolutely.
Per side.
And the shot attempts and the shots don't include the ones that miss the net too. I mean, a lot of shots are going higher, a little bit wide, and these kids are doing a great job putting pucks towards the net.
11 down towards the far side. Sullivan, as we drop the puck on second period play, we'll give you a highlight look at the goal in the next whistle. Just got the signal there from producer Cody. Wanted to make sure he was good in the next whistle. Didn't want to tease something and then not have ready. Next couple whistles. We'll have it ready for you this period sometime. And the goal by Graves. Heck of a shot there as it was up and over the glove hand. At the goaltender in Catan looking for more now. A shot coming from Bell. That one rides off the goaltender's pad. Back behind the net, near side. Working it in is Levin. It'll be steered away by Kochetov. On its Bell. Now Hargadon. Hargadon around the net, trying to jam it in the short side, and down is Catan making the save.
Yeah, Catan holding that close post because Hargadon was coming in like a bull, and he was roaring to that front post, and he just wasn't able to stuff it in. And we're going to go to that goal here right off the face-off. It comes. The Junior Rangers are able to win that face-off draw. Back to the point. It looks like it's Brayman that gets it across to Graves, and then Graves right upstairs. Cross-range shot against the netminder in Catan to make it 1-0 for the Rangers.
Talapia at the point. Yep, found Brayman, and Brayman found Graves. Into the back of the net, 1-0 for Connecticut. As this one will be swept up to the wall, reeling. Trying to stretch a cross-ice pass. Missed Burkheiser. Found by Selnick. Selnick drops to Hargadon. Hargadon sidesteps smart. Now far side pass in Kochetov. Back door looking for a deflection. And up and over the net. It was Bell and Hargadon both in there. In towards the corners, Bell. Trying to fight something towards the net. Gets a little help walking out. And what a play. Nikita Kochetov just couldn't sweep that one towards the net.
That Kochetov smooth right across the blue paint, but Katana, I believe, gave a little poke check there and able to get a shot on net as it gets back into the deep in the zone of the Junior Rangers here.
Long lead pass off the boards, onto the tape of Hargadon, then bounced off, and Pearsall dangerously collides with Loya. Both players look fine, pop back up to their feet. We've played over 2 minutes now here in the second period. Back for Hackett. Trying to join him is Pearsall. Might be one of the fastest players in the tournament is Braden Pearsall.
Yeah, Braden Pearsall, and working with Hackett for the first time, we've seen them in today's game. Two of the dynamic players for PA on the same line right now.
Tucked back inside the zone, Selnick after it, into his own end, D to D, nice little pass. Now it'll be exchanged up towards the right, a little bit out of the reach of Ogorelkov, but he'll follow it up, tap it in, negate the icing, battle with Loya. Back for support, Pearsall, Hackett, up into an open spot on the ice, scooped up. Now it's Nielsen looking for Hackett there, broken back, taken away by the defenseman in Dominic King. Nielsen now has King and Jarl draped on him. One of the PA players got dumped down, pass to the point. Morgan gonna let one ride, and that one off a body. And King, another block shot, as we mentioned there, as Connecticut gets in the lane. Sent back up, Ogorelkov, nice little move. Pardon me, that's Wayne Robertson. This one stripped and taken away. Jaden Wyden. Wyden uses his boot, trying to kick it back to his skate, or stick, can't. Now off the bench comes Luke Whalen. Backhand scores! What a goal by Luke Whalen over the shoulder, and it's 2-0 Rangers.
Wyden losing it with his stick, but then booting it across the blue line over to Luke Whalen. Whalen then reverses and comes to his backhand side, and he's able to shovel it over top of Catan, who went down into that butterfly position. We saw a lot of goaltenders going down. Well, it works great if you have a larger frame because you're leaving up the top half of the net wide open, and Luke Whalen was able to find the top half of the net with that shot to make it a 2-0 game for the Junior Rangers.
So Luke Whalen getting credit with that goal.
Might get an assist to Wyden. We'll see on the official scoring here.
As for Whalen, it's his third goal of the tournament, point number 4. That line will stay out there. Graves and Whalen battling into the corner. It'll pop back up towards the blue line. Sent all the way down by 11. Trying to steer it off is Sullivan. Jack Brayman picking up an assist. That's the low assist, so a 2-point night here for Brayman, already picking up number 7 and number 8 on the tournament. He's going to join the likes of last guy we saw there.
Cale Nickel.
Cale Nickel up there with 8 points.
All good.
D Placido, all good. Now Brayman going up onto the scoring leaders here in the Brick Invitational through day 3. Back in towards the corner. Graves, or Kochetov that was, looking to slide it out, unable to, forced back towards the wall. Levin on the near side. He'll get knocked off the puck by Kochetov. Back far side.
Gotta be careful there, too many men.
Almost had that for a third straight game. As passed into the slot, Hargadon, Kochetov following it up. Jaden Wyden, I believe. No, Luke Bell, the other forward in there for Connecticut. It'll be sent all the way down the ice. Is this going to have enough for icing? Yes, it is. And it's against Pennsylvania.
So we're seeing with the Pennsylvania forward lines, we have 3 sets of wingers and 2 centermen, which is why we're seeing Pearsall being double shifted here. So I just noticed that on the bench there for the PA. As for the Junior Rangers, they're still flying full 3 lines. Like, that bench is full, and they're looking hungry.
Taking the offensive zone draw here will be Robertson squaring up against Pearsall. One back. Now Ogorelkov stretches it across, widen, shoots, stopped by Catan. Rebound back behind the net. Burkheiser pokes it out of the zone. Nice little play to chip it around. After it goes Reeling. Bernhardt steps aside of Reeling, knocks the puck free. Following up, Burkheiser has a man at the point. Will drop it here for Pearsall. Now a chance, Burkheiser rolls it to the wall. Burkheiser knifes a backhand. That one didn't miss by much, and big screen in front. Goalie didn't know where it was. Now a penalty coming up against Pennsylvania as Reeling, a little too physical, knocked a man down in the corner, and Connecticut will get a power play.
Yeah, a little too physical going into that loose puck. Brayman jumps up right away, goes for a quick skate as he's trying to skate it off. Or my apology, that's Wyden, who was taken into the boards by Reeling. Reeling's going to sit down for 2 or less. We saw PA set something up in the offensive zone, something they haven't had a chance to between Pearsall and I believe it was Reeling and Burkheiser. Yeah, they were trying to set some time up there. And Burkheiser sends the puck on net and didn't miss by much. There's 3 or 4 bodies, including the junior Rangers, screening their own goaltender, who hasn't been very active since the first couple of minutes of this game.
Face off towards the blocker hand side of James Catan. Bounced in, and Smart won it back. First one on it. Connecticut, though, up for Talapia. Rolling puck, shot. Blocked in front by Morgan. Trying to fight this one out. Power play brought to you by Tkachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. I time that out really well constantly.
You beat him to it.
Same time as the PA guy. And bringing it back out here is Morgan. Off the far side boards and all the way down. 30 seconds just like that gone on the power play.
Just Connecticut not able to get that puck in deep and set something up. PA doing a really good job standing up on the blue line.
Brayman now stops up, brings it in. Spins off the check of Pearsall. Brayman wide. He'll throw it to the net. Scores! Jack Brayman, 3 points on the night, and it's 3-0 Connecticut.
Jack Brayman with the shot. I don't know if it got tipped in by Graves or not. We'll have to see on our instant replay as producer Cody kind of works that up for us. But Brayman able to get some separation from Pearsall at the top of the blue line, moving wide to his forehand, and then getting that shot off to beat the netminder, make it 3-0.
Power play goal for Connecticut, 1-for-1 on the man advantage. As Jack Brayman, 3rd point, he will go up to 9 points now on the tournament. Teams will come back to center ice. As puck is dropped, so leading the tournament right now is Flavio Di Placido with 9 points. Behind him, Jack Allgood, Lyric Selch of Manitoba, of course, Peter Broccolini of the Montreal Canadiens, Cale Nickel of the Manitoba Junior Ice, and Jack Brayman now has joined Flavio Di Placido with 9 points atop. Tilapia picking up a 2nd assist of the game. And Ryan Graves getting another point on the night, so that's 2 points for Graves. Backdoor and cleared away here by Connecticut.
Great job there, initial shot, and saw how it happens when you leave that rebound in front and it's able to be picked up by a PA player. Second chance opportunity.
Hargadon slipped off his stick, peeled away by Julius, almost got tripped up, stayed on his feet. Back into the corner for Wang. Under 5 minutes to play here in the second period. 2 more games to go. Another 8 games today, Theo. Non-stop action here at West Edmonton Mall.
It's a busy week with a lot of intense hockey action here at the West Edmonton Mall. Midway Toyota Ice Palace, where we sit. Center ice.
And a goaltending change coming after that 3rd goal. My apologies. As in comes Amaker. He'll get another look in net for Pennsylvania. Jake Amaker has played 2 games already. Has stopped 26 of 32. So 349 goals against average and an 818 save percentage.
Amaker, the bigger of the 2 goaltenders, but it's always difficult to come into a game a little bit chillier as you don't face as many shots in the pregame. It's only a 3-minute pregame.
7-4 shots on goal favor Connecticut. So 3 goals on 6 shots there allowed by Catan. Back dragging it in. Dragging it behind the net was Nielsen. Into the mix Also was Smith, back D to D. Connecticut trying to fire a long-range shot from the point was King. That one stuffed up, scooped up, and now all the way down the ice. Firing it was Reed Loya. Hackett going to chip it around Selnick. Hackett going in after it. He's the lone forward there for Pennsylvania, though, as the rest of his mates are changing. On comes Reeling, on comes Smart. Smart digs the puck off the stick of Selnick. Still trying to move it down the wall. Smart now. Couldn't get it far enough for Reeling. Picked up by King. Stretch pass, broken back. Burkeiser, Reeling, back down low. 3:39 left in the second period. Bouncing one to Robertson. Robertson with Burkeiser. Chance for Morgan. He'll knock it back in the corner. Smart now comes together with King. Those two will battle back behind the net of Konchetov. Up the wing for Wyden. Jaden Wyden crosses center ice. Racing to the backside of the net is Ogorelkov. Wyden around the defense. Ogorelkov and unable to push that one towards Amaker. Nice rush by Wyden, though.
I think Wyden took like 17 crossovers to build up that speed. Man, does he had some great wheels there on the forehand shot.
Another scrum ensues inside Pennsylvania's end. Reeling will dig it out. Now whacking away, trying to get to the point. Does not out. Walking the line, Selnick. His shot tipped in front. Not by a high stick. Signals both referees. Kept it clean. In towards the corner wall. Trying to get after it there was Liam Clark. Bounced off a leg. Out in front. Graves can't shoot it as Reeling got the back check and the stick lift involved.
Great defensive play to keep it still there and get the puck out. Burkeiser dumping in, getting the lead, getting the line change and get some fresh skates on there.
Burkeiser head off for a change. Back in his own zone. Fitzgerald Brown. Pearsall keeps it in down the wall. Sullivan going to move it off the boards. Lost it to Fitzgerald Brown. A little bit of a size mismatch there. And back a chance now for Whalen. We'll push it up near side. Out of the zone. PA checks up. Sullivan battling. Pearsall battling. Julius in the mix as well. Fitzgerald Brown, the defenseman for the Rangers, will throw it across ice. D to D, up now. Bringing it in is Jack Brayman. Got 3 points already in the game on all 3 goals he's connected. He'll head off for a line change, but 3-0 the score is for Connecticut. 1:52 left in the second period. Julius trying to change that. Shot blocked. Riles his way back behind the net. Finding it, Sullivan. Lost it. Up top. Saved by Liam Clark, pardon me. That was Gavin Clark. Now back into the corner. Up. Here's a chance for Hackett. Moving towards the net and taken down to the ice. Wanted the call, not getting one. He thought Fitzgerald Brown was a little too draped on him.
A little bit too draped on him, but still 2 players on the attacking PA player. So Connecticut still coming back on the defensive side.
Nielsen back in the corner. Good shift here for Pennsylvania. And finally, it's brought out by Connecticut Rangers, carried in by Bell. Wide around the defense of Gavin Clark. Both those 2 players go hard into the corner wall. Konchetov will find the loose puck afterwards, bring it back around the net. He's harassed there by Levin. Pardon me, that's Wang. Now up top, Hackett. Nice little chip there. Trying to get it around Seidenberg, the defense. Now Hackett took a bump, and I think this one's just going to be offside, though, as Hackett wanted the call, a little slow to get up, and now we do have a replay here. As this is the goal, is this one scored by Brayman? Yes, it is. Tough to see on the replay if there was a tip in front. As we'll get another look here, but I think it's going to be credited to Brayman, which it was on the ice.
It was, yeah. I mean, Graves looks like he was trying to go for the tip, and nonetheless maybe provided a screen, so great. They both get on the goal nonetheless.
Talapia up towards the wall. Julius stuffs it back into the zone. Couple PA players collide. It was Sullivan and Pearsall. Julius shoots, scores!
And I think that one was deflected in off the defenseman as the netminder, Zakowski, was ready for that shot, but then it went over top of the blocker, and we have PA on the board.
First of the tournament for Tanner Julius as he leads the flyby. And with 34 seconds left in the second, PA only down by 2.
Only down by 2. The goal in the last minute of the second, taking the momentum perhaps into the locker room. We've seen this happen where goals are scored in bunches. Maybe this could be the opening for PA to get back into this game and make it a lot closer than 3-1. And it's great to hear the fans making the cheer for PA too. They've been pretty quiet all game.
Well, 5 shots on net for Pennsylvania. They finally break one through. It's Tanner Julius, first in the tournament. Now right back goes Connecticut. Big kick save by Amaker. In towards the wall. Julius getting credit with the goal. 11 seconds left. Braden Pearsall picking up the assist. That's the lone assist as Whalen trying to get that 3-goal lead back. Julius on it. Has Whalen right on his back. Will go up, and Selnick touches the puck last in the final seconds. Roll off the second period. So 3 goals by Connecticut through 2 periods of play, and 1 for Pennsylvania late coming from Tanner Julius. A 2-goal game with 15 minutes remaining.
The legs are starting to waken up for PA. Tanner Julius leading the rush there and getting that first goal for PA. Looking back at the official at the end of that because he had a Rangers player draped all over him. And we'll go to the box. We'll go to the dressing room, after 2.
Goal from Tanner Julius with 34 seconds left as we'll take a break here at the Brick Invitational. Come back with a highlight pack and 3rd period of play in a 2-goal game between Connecticut and Pennsylvania here at the Brick Invitational.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from
Welcome back inside West Edmonton Mall. Rory McGorn joined alongside Theo Tutkaluk here in game number 6 of 8 of day 3 of 7, if that made any sense at all, of the Brick Invitational here in West Edmonton Mall. It's Connecticut Junior Rangers taking on the Pennsylvania, Team Pennsylvania, and 3 straight goals for Connecticut, 3 straight points for Jack Brayman, number 11, dynamic forward on Connecticut. And then Pennsylvania, with 34 seconds left, was able to cut the lead to 2, and that's what we'll take a look at here. We'll see Tanner Julius getting his first goal of the tournament.
A little bump off there, and Tanner Julius using the boards, and it does get deflected by the defenseman, and then over the shoulder of the netminder in Nate Zakowicz. He was expecting the lower shot, but it did get deflected above, and it makes it a 3-1 game. And that's where we sit with the beginning of the third period. The sun is shining here in the Dome at the Midway Toyota Ice Palace. And we look forward to seeing how the response will be, and if that goal will create any momentum for Team PA as they try to make it a closer game than 3-1.
Connecticut entered this game 3-0, 8 points. One of those wins coming in overtime. Of course, a regulation win gets you 3 points, overtime or shootout win gets you 2 points, overtime or shootout loss gets you 1 point, and a regulation loss gets you 0. So Connecticut undefeated, albeit with just 8 points, not 9, and Pennsylvania looking for their first win of the tournament. They have 1 point, losing in overtime.
I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Pearsall and Hackett here.
Yep.
As we get through PA.
Sun shining right through now, and breaking it in is Graves. Icing waved off. Back forward, around goes Julius. He's got the goal, trying to lead his team outside the defensive zone. Chance here for Morgan, back up against the boards. Julius, good little poke check there by Talapia. Keeps it in, now second effort is Morgan. He'll go up for Sullivan. Sullivan throws it in across side, but offside gonna be called here. Look close to me. Nonetheless, stoppage of play, face off outside the zone.
Yeah, Julius and Pearsall both trying to stretch the back leg there on the blue line. Just Sullivan decided to make one extra move and put them both offside.
Face-off now played towards the defenseman in Wang. He'll knock it off the boards. Konchetov back towards the defense in Talapia. Long-distance shot. Amaker makes the save, and up and out of play.
And we have a souvenir, but it's being thrown back by the healthy fan. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Yep. Face-off will come inside as the PA deflected that shot off their stick.
Jake Amaker entered this game, 26 of 32. He didn't start this game, came in after the third goal, part of the Philadelphia Hockey Club of his minor team. The near side breaking out is Morgan. He's got Reeling with him, up Levin, stepped on the puck, slipped and fell, back for Hargadon, back down the other way, 1-on-4. Andrew Hargadon, wide, taking it around the net of Amaker, being steered and kept to the outside by Pennsylvania. Worked in for Konchetov, and now brought back out Reeling. Cross center ice, it'll end up briefly up now for Bernhardt. Bernhardt, or Robinson, in his backdoor pass, trying to connect with Hargadon. He lost his stick. That was very close on the far side for Hargadon to knock one in.
Just out of the reach of Hargadon. Robertson doing a great job taking it wide and then pulling the defenseman there and giving an open lane for Hargadon to get close to the back post, just unable to reach it and leaving his stick there against Amaker.
Gavin Clark stopped by the goaltender in Zakowicz. Long distance dump in as Pennsylvania tries to get some pressure built up here inside Connecticut zone. Played 1 minute and 45 seconds of the third period. It'll be led back up. Here comes Whalen. He's got Robertson with him. We'll smack it in and roll on top of Amaker. Bounced off the goaltender. Cleared away by Gavin Clark. Steering it up for Hackett. Trying to get back and win the race. Doing so is Jaden Wyden. Now he gets knocked down to the ice. Found back by Jarl, the defenseman. D-to-D on for King. King doesn't like to read up the ice. Goes back for Jarl. Hard off the boards. This one will roll all the way down. Should be icing, though. And it is against Connecticut. Offensive zone for PA.
Almost 2.5 gone here in the third period. A couple of shots against Amaker. Doing very well, keeping it out of the net. We'll see a face-off here for Pearsall to the right of Zakowski.
Blocker hand side face-off. Linesman squaring up the far side wingers. Pearsall on the draw. He'll win it back, but quickly cut off by Graves. Graves a couple points already in this game. Goes up for Brayman, and Brayman unable to get anything created. Offside was Ryan Graves, and we'll bring it back outside the zone.
Graves was going from a point line from A to B as quick as possible, and Brayman decided to take the diagonal across the blue line, putting Graves offside. Nonetheless, we get a stoppage in play on the icing. Same three forwards, and Whalen, Brayman, and Graves staying out there.
One back in by Connecticut. Morgan turned it over, trying to work his way off the wall is Graves. He's got Brayman in front of the net. Graves looking to hit him. Works it back to the point. Fitzgerald Brown into an open area, but only one there was Julius. He'll help Pearsall and out for Sullivan. That's center ice, sending it in. Around the net of Zakowicz. 12-12 remaining here in the third period. It's still 3-1 for the Connecticut Junior Rangers.
PA's doing a lot quicker shift changes here in the third, trying to keep fresh legs out there as much as possible.
Shots 9-6 favoring the Rangers as well. As we mentioned, Connecticut's only allowed 3 goals all tournament long in their prior 3 games before coming into this one. So they're already at their quota. Based off of their numbers, a long punch out by Zakowicz. Math would state that they won't allow another goal. So a little bit of a tall task for Pennsylvania to try to get more than one because no team's done it yet against the Rangers. Brayman back down the ice. He's got Bell with him. Brayman gonna sweep it to the net. Amaker knocks it back behind. Brayman trying to follow it up, does. Gonna move it back towards the half wall. Now him and Levin go down to the ice, poke to the line, not out, held by Talapia. One of the PA players maybe looks a little bit shaken up in Levin. Slow to get up, he'll head off for a line change. And a loose puck towards the net, shot by Hargadon and found by Amaker, making the save.
Seidenberg taking that shot from the point, and the rebound was sitting there just behind the blocker. Hargadon just could not get the stick on it, and Amaker puts the pad out to make the stop yet again. The key, like we said at the beginning of the game, making that first save and then getting that rebound away, unable to do so, creating a second chance for the Rangers.
Face off down towards the blocker hand side. Give you a little recap of today's action at the Brick Invitational in the next stoppage of play. Already 5 games in the books. This one number 6 and 2 more to come. Here goes Julius. Already got a goal. Out of the net comes Zakowicz, and he wins the race. Knocks it into the corner. Back behind the net, Fitzgerald Brown will go up ice. Kochetov trying to clear, and this will just get out of the zone. And a whistle blown down. There's a cross-checking penalty going, and
I think it's going against
against Connecticut. Yeah, Kochetov.
Kochetov, not one to be reckless with the stick. He's a very smooth skater and moves the puck very well inside the zone, outside the zone. Really tight spaces he can get out. This time, I guess the space was a little too tight and had to use the cross-check to get away from the PA player. Manitoba
Junior Ice picked up 2 wins today, a 4-3 over Chicago. Brick Alberta 4-2 over Boston. Toronto Pro Hockey 4-3 over Minnesota in that wild game that saw Toronto come back. 2 goals in the last 30 seconds to tie and then wins it in overtime. Wraparound chance for Pearsall here in towards the far side. Pearsall will pick it up. Montreal 6-0 over Saskatchewan Junior Pats. We mentioned Manitoba won both their games. 7-4 victory as well over the Western Selects. And right now, Connecticut leads 3-1 over Pennsylvania. Still got Detroit against Toronto Bulldogs and Boston against BC coming up later tonight.
Yeah, Pearsall getting that puck to Morgan. Morgan was sliding across the blue line, but he slid across the blue line with the puck just outside the blue line. And the official was able to catch that to call the offside.
Pearsall, Sullivan, Julius. This power play brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management. There's Wang and Julius on the point. Pearsall down low. With Sullivan and Morgan out front for Julius. What a save! Zakowicz way out from his net. Sliding from his left to his right and robbing Julius of the second of the game.
Great look for Julius, equal to the test.
Morgan now fires and that one hit a body. And it'll be cleared out here by Connecticut.
Yeah, the netminder Zakowicz slid like basically from one state to the next. Like he was covering New Jersey and then he was covering Connecticut. And he came out and challenged the shooter there
Julius.
very well, Julius, and, you know, great save.
Graves shorthanded back to the way. His backhand around on the real estate. 55 seconds left on the power play here for Pennsylvania, trying to get back within 1. Almost an opportunity there for Julius, but Zakowicz, don't be fooled by his small stature. He moves well in that net.
Cat-like.
Yeah. Back around the net. One of our smaller goaltenders in the tournament, I'd say, is is Zakowicz, but one of the good ones for sure. He's only allowed 1 goal on now. He came in entering this game 14 of 15, I believe, 13 of 14, and now has faced 7 shots from Pennsylvania. So 20 saves on 21 shots so far throughout the tournament for Zakowicz. Math skills on point today, Theo. Back goes Smart, bringing it back in. Shot 22 coming, and another save by Zakowicz. Will hold it in the glove and make the save.
3-on-2 there for PA, and realizing that the shot was the best because the other 2 forwards are going there looking for the rebound, but it was a higher shot, so Zakowicz was able to trap that again, using that blocker glove tandem to make that save without a rebound, because if it had dropped, there were 2 PA players ready to pounce on it to hopefully fill the net.
Face-off drop, Levin ties up his man. Reeling trying to keep and unable to do so. This hops over the stick of Loya and back to grab it. There's the defenseman in Liam Clark, pardon me. Back across for Hackett. Onto the half wall, kind of running into the referee there. Levin now, Hackett grabs it, works it into the slot, it bounces in towards Brayman. He'll use his net for some separation, a little support, shake off one, almost lost it again, but gets it back, followed up Connecticut. Up for Whalen, we're back to 5-on-5, 8:20 remaining here in the third period. Whalen wide, stopping in the corner. Seidenberg, down for Whalen. Up top, Talapia, fires a wrist shot, tipped by Brayman, and that one just wide. Graves gets it back for Brayman, broken up. Great defensive play by Liam Clark. Loya in the corner, turns it to Clark, trying to bounce it back in towards the wall. Keep it away to the outside for Connecticut. Now Levin will find it. Wanted to walk it out, but turned it right back over to Whalen. Levin falls on top of him. Trying to dig it out of the pile. It's underneath those 2 combatants. And near side Reeling, up ahead to Hackett. And he'll go 1-on-3 as everyone else is changing for Pennsylvania.
Hackett left by himself, knowing to carry that puck in to get some fresh legs for PA as Pearsall comes on here.
Pearsall and Sullivan. Hackett almost jumped into a gap. Now Pearsall will scoop up a loose puck. Connecticut changing. Pearsall in all alone. Shoots and rolls off his stick. Never got a clean shot off. Did Braden Pearsall. What an opportunity there, but couldn't get it towards the net. That was Zakowicz. Now he's taken down from behind. No call. Sullivan, Pearsall. Kind of materialized once again from neutral ice. Pearsall recognizing that Connecticut was changing and put on the burners. And then that puck just kind of rolled on him and hopped over his backhand. Back into the corner, Kochetov. Turned over, Julius slides into the slot, trying to get it. Pearsall shoots, scores! Gets it right back. Braden Pearsall. It's a 1-goal game, 3-2.
Pearsall was the benefactor of all the work done by Julius, I believe, and he's doing all the dipsy doodling right on top of the slot. Gets through 2 Connecticut Junior Rangers defenders. Pearsall finds the loose puck and slides at 5-hole. Makes it a 3-2 hockey game. We got some excitement still happening here.
We're in for a finish as PA looks for their first win and looking to hand Connecticut their first loss, but it's Pearsall. We knew he'd be a factor today. His 2nd goal here in the tournament. Finds it underneath the legs, 5-hole of Zakowicz, and 3-2 back-to-back goals for Pennsylvania. 6:27 left in the third.
We're hearing more life from the PA crowd.
That's
too,
right.
Which is great to hear.
Reeling back down the boards. Pardon me, that's Burkheiser. Now Reeling comes in to pick it up. I think Julius is going to grab an assist on that one. That'll be a 2-point night for Tanner Julius. Well, I think it was Kelly Sullivan an assist, and Julius a secondary assist. So 2-point night for Pearsall, 2-point night for Julius, and back around comes Jaden Wyden and just pushed that puck wide. Defensive responsibility by Loya got involved.
Yeah, Loya doing a great job. Wyden just having such great speed going to the outside.
Now Liam Clark, the defenseman, he'll come into the rush, fire one off the side of the net. Stripped of the puck into the corner, but blowing an edge is Nielsen. Wang down the boards. Nielsen rolling puck up top for Wang. He'll walk the line, float it back down. Nielsen now in towards the high slot. Off the bench. Another chance for Morgan. Bounces right up into the air. Lands on Wang. Trying to hold it in from Jaden Wyden. Does. Wyden pushed it out. Morgan back into his own zone. Taken down, and a penalty coming up here, but there might be one going right back to Hackett as Connecticut will touch the puck. Tripping call just to Connecticut, and PA back to the power play. 5:10 remaining here in the game.
Just 200 feet or so away from your own net as we see Luke Whalen taking the tripping call. A little aggressive around the boards there behind the PA net. You're going to see that power play. A little more room for PA to maybe pocket one more in to make it a 3-3 hockey game. It's 5:10, good timing for that power play.
At the line, dragging, firing, tipped in front. That one courtesy of Julius. How good of a game as he had. Into the corner, Sullivan. 5 minutes left in the third now. Back for Pearsall. Pearsall walks off the wall, looking for a give and go. He gets it. Pearsall and stopped by Zakovic. Great looking play by Pearsall and Julius. Now Pearsall again works it into the slot. Taken off the puck. And Graves will backhand it back out to center ice.
Pearsall and Julius have some chemistry going on right now. Working the give and go down low below the red line.
Julius gets it back. Takes a shot. Zakovic will smother it up. Hold it for a whistle. 41 seconds gone on the power play.
Some new penalty killers here for the Rangers. They're going to need them. Pearsall and those PA crew buzzing down low below the goal line, creating the most amount of havoc we've seen in the game.
Pearsall will take the drop. It's up against King, or Bell, pardon me, of the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Clark, high rising, tipped in front by Sullivan. Going to be played with a high stick, but Connecticut touches it last and sends it all the way down the distance. 4:14 left here in the third period. It's a one-goal game and 1 minute left on the power play for PA.
Zakovic can take a breath here while the puck is far away from him.
Power play brought to you by Tkachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management. He's trying to send it up the boards, turned over. Kochetov fires it back around the net. Trying to kill off a little more time. Here's Connecticut inside PA zone. And it will be stolen now. Pearsall. He'll get in across center. Send it off. He's going to go for a line change. Clark back the other way. Gavin Clark. Long distance shot in and out of the glove of Zakovic. Back to the line. Morgan. Morgan will dust it off. Roll it back down low. Smart's in there. Tying up. Reeling. Trying to dig the puck free. 3.5 remaining here in the third period. Sent back out. King. Good job off the boards. Out to center ice. 13 seconds left on the man advantage.
Get in here. One last rush here before the power play finishes.
Wang drops it. Smart. Chance. Shoots. Blocked. Hit a leg. That one looking to find the low corner on the blocker side. Is now out. Head shake by Morgan. Morgan now tucks it to the slot. Backhand rolls it wide. Pennsylvania with a jump in their step here in the third period to finish it off. Smart down low. Back up. You got to keep an eye now on the goaltender. Amaker hasn't let in a goal yet, has Amaker. Shot coming from the point. That one hit Hargadon. Looked to sting him up a bit coming off Wang. Shots also evened up. 11-11. Wang at the point. Down the wall. Reeling. Down low. Looking up top. Reeling. Took a little bit of a bump there, but it got moved free. I think Selnick was the one getting the defensive play. Up ahead. Here goes Hargadon. Hargadon wide. Got a man heading towards the net in Bernhardt. Bernhardt was the one who made that defensive play. Pardon me, not Selnick. Now back up. Burkeiser. It slips under his stick. Lifted back into the PA zone. And this one going to be played by a high stick as 2:15 remaining here. And we're going to get a quick look here at the goal. That gets PA back by one. It's Braden Pearsall. We're also going to get a timeout. We got plenty of time to run the highlights. So when we got that ready, we'll show it to you. As this one's called timeout by Pennsylvania.
Face-off is going to be in Pennsylvania zone, so we might see Amaker still between the pipes for the first beginning of this. But once they get possession, probably look for the coach to give the signal to bring the sixth skater, the sixth attacker, on there.
2:15 remaining. Got a little time to play with before desperation mode kicks in. We'll see how aggressive coach of Pennsylvania wants to be.
Always an exciting finisher.
Out in front now, it will be brought back. Looks like inside. It will be inside Connecticut zone. Bremen, Whalen, Graves out for Connecticut on the forward unit. Pearsall, Julius, and Sullivan. 2:15 remaining here. Faceoffs won by Connecticut. Going to be played back to the point. Talapia trying to dig it free. And this one now played back out. Julius takes a bump there from a back-checking Graves. It'll lead Connecticut back up ice. Whalen, stick checked by Sullivan, follows it up, and Amaker, strong on the blue paint, will cover it up and hold it for a whistle.
Amaker trying to get out of his net so that they're able to get him going. But then the Rangers doing what they do best, putting more pressure on the netminder so that he cannot leave and provide that sixth attacker that PA could desperately use once they get into the offensive zone so they could put an attack and make it a 3-3 game here.
3-2, a minute and 56 seconds. It's flooded down the ice. Julius is going to have a step here. Grabs the puck off the wall. Tanner Julius shoots and just pushed it wide. What an opportunity there for his second goal of the game. Back comes Bremen, looking for 4 points on the night. We'll send it down low, in towards the corner. Whalen after it. Bremen gonna change. Whalen near Robertson, towards the net. Graves banging it through. Rebound, they score! A backbreaker there for Pennsylvania as it's banked in by Whalen. And Connecticut gonna go up 4-2.
Yeah, Graves got the pass from Robertson, and he's able to take the puck into Amaker. Amaker just unable to get that rebound to the side, and we saw Luke Whalen push that into the back of the net to restore a 2-goal lead with 1:29 left here. 4-2 is the score for the Junior Rangers.
Amaker was strong throughout the whole time, coming in relief, keeping Team Pennsylvania in it, but looks like it's going to be a 3-point victory here for Connecticut with a minute and 26 seconds left, trying to pick up full 3, winning it in regulation. It's all the way down the ice. Icing going to be called. 1:17 left. Shots on goal 14-11. Relatively low compared to other games we've seen. 4-2. Connecticut leads. They are going to stay undefeated as we take a look at your standings here in the Brick Invitational. Connecticut, with the win, is going to jump all the way up to first place in the Styles division. They will be 2 points clear of Montreal after 4 games played. A 3-1 record for Montreal and 9 points, currently tied in first with Team Brick Alberta. But Connecticut will jump up into first place in the time being. Team Brick Alberta has a game in hand. If they were to win in regulation, they would move up to 12 points. But with the win, Connecticut going to jump up to 11 points here with 4 straight wins, 1 in overtime. All the way down the ice. This one into the back of the net, and Hargadon gets in on the goal scoring. 5-1 Connecticut.
Yeah, Hargadon had his head quickly up on ice, and he knew that Amaker would left the ice. And a nice shot, good aim. It wasn't one of those weak just try. It was up there and it was good.
So Hargadon picking up his second goal of the tournament. Bremen's gonna get 3 points, go to 9. You got Whalen picking up a goal. Graves with 2 more points, probably 3 more points for Graves. He'll also get up to 9 points, so Connecticut keeps on rolling. As for Pennsylvania, 2 points for Tanner Julius, his first goal and assist of the tournament. And, of course, as we mentioned, Braden Pearsall, 2 more points, a goal and assist. He'll go up to 3 points, 2 goals and 1 assist here for Team Pennsylvania. 43 seconds left in this one, as we will wrap up the day. Coming up, 2 more games. Detroit Red Wings against the Toronto Bulldogs, and BC taking on Boston. Slap shot from the point, punched away. Goaltender in Zakowicz is going to go 2-0 as well to join Luke Thompson, the other Connecticut goaltender, both 2-0 on the tournament. So Luke Bell picking up an assist on that empty net goal by Hargadon. As back into the corner, a battle ensues. Bremen out there, reeling, going to send it up center ice. Burkaiser, as it slips off his stick, gets it back, finds it up to Levin, bounced in now by Loya. Loya will scoop it up, throw it into an open wing. straddling along the blue line. 6 seconds left in this one, and the Connecticut Junior Rangers have improved their record to 4-0 and sit atop the Styles division with a 5-2 victory here over Pennsylvania.
It's great to see Team Pennsylvania storm back after scoring late in the second period, and then to score to make it 3-2, just unable to put that third one past the Connecticut Junior Rangers. And once again, the Connecticut Junior Rangers showing how strong of a team they are with the balanced attack, as well as keeping the defense keeping the other offense at bay with their defensive talent. And this is the first time we've seen 2 goals scored against the Junior Rangers netminder. They've had very good defense, very good development in that own defensive zone to match the offense of that single line of Whalen, Graves, and Bremen.
Next up, bringing it the Detroit Junior Red Wings, taking on the Toronto Bulldogs. And again, as we proceed through day 3 and playoff picture kind of shaking up, a huge game for Detroit Red Wings. They're sitting at 3 points right now, but a regulation win over the Bulldogs would put them in a 3-way tie for second place, holding the Bulldogs, who are currently in second place, at 6 points. They would both go to 2-2.
It's interesting you say that, because Detroit has had a great game, and they've had a game where they could have played better. The full 3 periods is what Detroit needs to do in this upcoming game against the Bulldogs, because the Bulldogs have that talent up and down their lineup. They're a very balanced team, and Detroit has the same. They just have to bring it to their A game and have to bring their best skate forward, so they have the opportunity to steal 3 points away from the Bulldogs and make that division even tighter, with 2 of them at 6 points apiece at 2-2.
Let's get to your scoring summary with tonight's game. 5-2 as the Connecticut Junior Rangers defeat Team Pennsylvania. Theo will head out and get ready to interview the 3 stars of the game. It all started in the first period. Connecticut Junior Rangers 2:55 remaining in that period. Ryan Graves, assisted by Jack Bremen and Christian Talapia, picked up the first goal of the game. It was 1-0 after 20 minutes of play for Connecticut. In period 2, Connecticut made it 2-0. Luke Whalen, assisted by Jack Bremen. Then Connecticut Junior Rangers, a power play goal as Jack Bremen, assisted by Christian Talapia, second point of the game, and Ryan Graves, 3-0. Then Pennsylvania, tried to bid the comeback. It was Tanner Julius, assisted by Braden Pearsall. Then those two connected again. It was Braden Pearsall, assisted by Tanner Julius. Kelly Sullivan getting in on the assist to make it 3-2 for Connecticut. Connecticut would regain their 2-goal lead. Luke Whalen, his second goal of the game. Christian Talapia and Nikita Kocharov. With Tanner Julius being named the 3rd star of the game here. A goal and an assist. Great performance from him. And the final empty netter, Andrew Hargadon, assisted by Luke Bell. So 2 points for Pearsall, 2 points for Julius. He had 3 for each Bremen, Talapia, and then Whalen and Graves with 2 points each, rounded out for Connecticut, Hargadon, Bell, and Kochatov. So Christian Talapala, pardon me on the name pronunciation. He'll pick up the 3-point night and 2nd star, and 1st stars Jack Bremen with a goal and 2 assists here for Connecticut. Your goaltending battle, Nathan Zakowicz stops 9 of 11 in 39 minutes time here. 2 goals against, picks up his 2nd win. And Team Pennsylvania did start the game with James Catan. He let in 3 goals and then was exchanged for Jake Amaker, who came in and allowed 1 goal against. Of course, the 5th one being the empty net goal. Get ready for Theo coming up. We'll be joined by Mike and Conrad, who will take care of Detroit Junior Red Wings against the Toronto Bulldogs and the BC Junior Canucks against the Boston Bruins. Theo's getting his stuff ready and going to be joined with Tanner Julius, tonight's 3rd star of the game, after they take their ceremonial pictures with their trophies. Jack Bremen, your 1st star. 9 points now on the tournament, tied for the lead with Flavio Di Placido of Montreal. And now we're ready with Theo, who's joined with Team Pennsylvania's 3rd star of the game. Here is Tanner Julius.
Here we are with our 3rd star of the game, Tanner Julius. 1 goal, 1 assist. Tanner, how'd it feel getting the goal finally?
It felt good when it got a lucky bounce off the defender's skate or pad, and then it went in. It felt great.
Just couldn't able to get that 3rd one. You guys came so close of tying that game up. Great effort throughout that. What have you liked best so far about the Brick tournament?
I like it how my teammates, that are really fun to hang out with and playing all these games.
So wearing the PA jersey on the crest on the front, I see a Pittsburgh Penguins and a Philadelphia Flyers emblem as well. What's your favorite of the two?
I like Sidney Crosby, and I forget his last name and first name. It's the captain for Philadelphia Flyers.
The old captain, Claude Giroux? Well, we appreciate you liking both squads. Congratulations on the goal and assist, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
And that was our third star, Tanner Julius, with 1 goal, 1 assist. Our second star coming up will be our good friend, our defenseman with 2 helpers, Christian Talapia. Christian, you sometimes get forgotten because you have all these forwards scoring goals. What a great game today. You played great defense, great offense. What did you like best about your game today?
Well, I liked personally how I moved the puck. My teammates really helped me a lot.
Certainly, you have a great sense of the ice. You're able to move up really well. You use your gloves really well. Tell us about how well it works with great players like your forwards like Jack Brayman and all the company above.
I like having nice forwards because you can pass them the puck.
And your number's number 6. Is that your favorite number? And who's your favorite player?
So my favorite player is Kel McCarr, and yes, that's my favorite number.
Coming all the way from the East Coast, who would you like to say hi to back home?
Hi to all my friends and my cousins and my family.
There we go. Christian Talapia, our second star with 2 helpers today. And our last but not least, our first star, he's collecting all these wonderful gifts and trophies. He's going to need another carriage bag. He's got 3 already. Jack Brayman adding to the assist and the goal total today. Jack, talk to me about this game and how important it was to get the W.
If we lost this, we wouldn't get the bye, and that bye is very crucial.
So getting a little bit of rest, considering the fact that you guys play 5 or 6 games here in the coming days. What have you liked so much about the Brick Tournament and the games you've played so far?
The Brick Tournament's great. It's the biggest tournament for 10-year-olds in the world, and yeah.
You just likes playing against everybody so far. Who would you like to say hi to back home?
My coaches, I guess. My coaches.
So different coaches at home, great coaches here. Our first star, Jack Brayman, here with the Connecticut Junior Rangers. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our next matchup, an Original 6 matchup, the Detroit Junior Red Wings taking on Toronto. Stay tuned.